Hola mi gente, Miss Malcolm Hughes here. Have y'all missed me? I missed y'all. It's been a little bit. And today I have something a little different. Today I'm coming to tell y'all the books that I've recently purchased and the books that I've actually gotten in the mail. So let's get into it, because you may see some of these books soon as books that I'm reading on the channel. So first up, we have My Time Will Come by MsMalcolmHughes. And this is a book I'm actually really excited about. If you can see it on the front, it says that the foreword is by Bryan Stevenson. If you don't know Bryan Stevenson, I have a review on my channel. It will be linked here and below of Just Mercy. The work that he does is just amazing. So if you're not familiar, please get in tune. Please get in tune. You will thank me later. If you've seen the movie, it's fine, but as is the case with most books that become films, those adaptations, the film holds not a flame to the book. So please, please, please read the book. There's just so much there that couldn't be put into a film and fit the time frame. So please check it out. So what I want to do with these is read y'all the synopsis so y'all can see whether or not y'all are actually interested. So here goes. My Time Will Come. The United States is the only country in the world that sentences 13 and 14-year-old offenders, mostly youth of color, to life in prison without parole, regardless of the scientifically proven singularities of the developing adolescent brain, a heinous wrinkle in the scandal of mass incarceration. In 1991, MsMalcolmHughes, then 14, was sentenced to life without parole for a non-homicide crime. In a botched mugging attempt with some older boys, he shot Debbie Gregory, a young white mother of two, in the face. But as Bryan Stevenson, attorney and executive director of the Equal Justice Initiative, has insisted, none of us should be judged by only the worst thing we have ever done. Fact. Capturing the fullness of his humanity, here is MsMalcolmHughes' powerful testimony of growing up homeless in Central Park Village in Tampa, Florida, a neighborhood riddled with poverty, gang violence, and drug abuse, and of his efforts to rise above his circumstances, only to find himself, partly through his own actions, imprisoned for 2/3 of his life, 18 years of which were spent in solitary confinement. Here is the at once wrenching and inspiring story of how he endured the savagery of the United States prison system, and how his victim, an extraordinary woman, forgave him and bravely advocated for his freedom, which was achieved by a crusade on the part of the Equal Justice Initiative to address the barbarism of our judicial system and bring about just mercy. Full of unexpected twists and turns as it describes a struggle to attain the glory of redemption, My Time Will Come is a paean to the capacity of the human will to transcend adversity through determination and art. In MsMalcolmHughes' case, through his dedication to writing poetry. So that's My Time Will Come. This book was actually sent to me to review, so I'm really grateful for that. So shout out to Pantheon Books, which is a subdivision of Penguin Random House. Next up we have Home Is Not a Country by Safia El Hillo. I'm not actually sure that I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's who it's by. And I actually blame Instagram for this one. I saw this one a lot on Instagram. It seemed interesting. I love the title, and I think the cover is beautiful as well. Nina doesn't feel understood by her mother, who grew up far away in a different land, by her suburban town, which makes her feel too much like an outsider to fit in and not enough like an outsider to feel that she belongs somewhere else. At least she has her childhood friend, Hatham, with whom she can let her guard down and be herself, until she doesn't. As the ground is pulled out from under her, Nima must grapple with the phantom of a life not chosen, the name her parents didn't give her at birth, Yasmin. But that other name, that other girl, might just be more real than Nima knows, and more hungry. And the life Nima has, the one she keeps wishing were someone else's, she might have to fight for it with a fierceness she never knew she had. Y'all, I'm so excited for these books. So excited. All right, next up we have Dick Gregory's Natural Diet for Folks Who Eat, Cooking with Mother Nature. That title and this picture, I think it's so adorable. So this actually originally came out, I believe, in the 60s, and it was re-released. And y'all know me, I am mostly vegan, transitioning to full vegan, eventually raw vegan, but I'm really into like naturopathic and just natural remedies. So this book was right up my alley. Written with Dick Gregory's irreverent wit and informed by his deep intelligence, this book offers an enlightening introduction to natural foods and presents a wickedly amusing and informative assessment of how our modern diet damages the human digestive tract and raises our consciousness about the political power of food. Gregory argues that how you treat yourself and your body reflects how you treat others. He discusses various fasts, including the ones he's done for both political and health reasons, as well as hunger in America, navy beans, and how Americans are changing the way they eat, signaling the beginning of a movement that started in the 1970s and is still felt today. He offers suggestions on diets to help you gain or lose pounds and gives advice on natural substitutes for favorite alcoholic drinks. You are what you eat, and with Dick Gregory's natural diet for folks who eat, you can laugh your way to better health. I've already started this one, and I will probably add it to either my July or August reads, so I won't tell you how I'm feeling about it just now, but know that a review of this will be coming soon. Next up, we have The Secrets of Church Ladies by Disha Philyaw. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And this one has just been everywhere on Instagram. If you don't follow Bookstagram, head over to Instagram, follow me at MsMalcolmHughes, tons of others, but this has been everywhere. Highly recommended. Just amazing reviews, ton of awards. This was kind of an underdog book. Seems as if folks initially counted it out and then it just came out. The people are loving it. So I was really intrigued. I was recently in both Michigan and Chicago. So I'm from Chicago, and I was also in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And of course I went to bookstores. So every other book besides the first one I showed y'all is one that I purchased myself from a local bookshop. And when I saw this in the bookstore, I was just like, yes, yes. They only have this one copy. This was their last copy, and I just knew I was meant to pick it up. So I'm excited to get into this one as well. The Secret Lives of Church Ladies explores the raw and tender places where Black women and girls dare to follow their desires and pursue a momentary reprieve from being good. The 9 stories in this collection feature 4 generations of characters grappling with who they want to be in the world, caught as they are between the church's double standards and their own needs and passions. There is 14-year-old Jael, who has a crush on the preacher's wife. At 42, Lyra realizes that her discomfort with her own body stands between her and a new love. As Y2K looms, Caroletta's same time next year arrangement with her childhood best friend is tenuous. A serial mistress lays down the ground rules for her married lovers. In the dark shadows of a hospice parking lot, grieving strangers find comfort in each other. With their secret longings, new love, and forbidden affairs, these church ladies are as seductive as they want to be, as vulnerable as they need to be, as unfaithful and unrepentant as they care to be, and as free as they deserve to be. So, talk about it. I love that. That synopsis is great. So that's The Secret Lives of Church Ladies. All right, so I have 7 additional books here, but I think that'll be my review for today. I think I'll share the rest of them with y'all in another video, but those are just some of the new books that I've gotten. I definitely think they're worth the read. I don't want this video to be too long, but I did just want to update y'all, because oftentimes what happens is I read and purchase tons of books that do not make it to this video or to YouTube. They just don't. But I want to change that. I want to be sharing more books with y'all consistently, so I wanted to make sure y'all knew what else I'm usually reading and purchasing, and just what's new and what's really inspiring me or drawing me to read it, even if it doesn't always make it to the channel. So those are the books I'm reading. Also, please excuse my nails. I'm currently in the process of combing out my locks, so that's happening. A lot of changes on this end, but yeah, so maybe I'll make a video about that. I highly doubt it, but if y'all have questions about that, let me know. If you're gonna check out any of these books, please let me know which ones below. If you've already read them, what were your thoughts? What were your opinions? No spoilers, but let me know if you loved it or not. Let me know if any of these books are now of interest of you and you're thinking about picking them up. But yeah, that's it for me, y'all. As always, I'm MsMalcolmHughes, one who believes that books are sometimes better than people. And until next time, continue to stay safe and be kind to each other. And happy reading. Also, for those of you inquiring, I do still have buttons my Ms. Malcolm Hughes pens, and the details on how to get those are below.